Okay, it's been a while, but I promised I've still been working on the game. I think where we left off, I had made a level generation system that can combine different rooms. And I also had 3 ways the player could take damage: hitting a rock too hard, and mines, and spiders, basically. So where are we now? Oh god. What have I done? I think I was probably supposed to make devlogs in a consistent manner. Alright, so I've added a lot. So I'm going to start listing off some of the major changes I kept track of, so to speak. I've removed lighting for now Unity. For now. I've added textures. I added a player UI for health and gold and XP. You know, health is health. Gold you can get from monsters and other things you can shoot, basically. And there's also an XP bar down there. XP you gain by killing monsters, and there's probably going to be more ways in the future, but once that bar fills all the way up, you gain 1 level. I've created different level themes so that each level can start to look a little different, or I'm thinking every 3 or 4 levels the theme will change, which in turn, you know, will come with different enemies and traps, and I'm definitely even thinking the level layouts will be different per area. So with the level theme change, I was also able to implement a way to change the level generation parameters very easily. So I can change the width and height, I can change the number of monsters, I can do like random ranges basically, I can do other things that are cool. Don't you worry. I've also added crates and vases. Those are things you can break. You can either like land on them really hard or you can shoot them. I've added a bat. That thing just, you know, flies around. If the bats are under the player, they will fly upwards, but if they're either above the player or at the same level, they will go towards and down. I've added a bunch of menus, so main menu, pause menu, options menu that does nothing. There's a few more that you might see. I've also made it so I can quickly add distance joints to objects. So that's allowed me to create platforms, which I think are a really nice addition to the game for now. And that led me to create the exit room for each level being a platform you have to shoot to go down. So I think that's kind of a cool way to exit the level for now. I've also added a quick tutorial for the game that uses some, I guess, pre-written dialogue. I don't want to spoil it though, so I'll save it for the demo that's going to come out soon. I've added some screen shake that helps kind of show the effects of explosions more and maybe taking damage. Another thing I added is once you die, the floor that you die on is recorded and the amount of gold that you had is recorded. And the next time you visit that floor, you'll find your body, basically, like a dead version of your body, I guess. And you can go up and destroy it. And once you've destroyed it, it'll give you a % back of your gold. If you die, you do have a chance to get your gold back, but it's only a %, so you need to keep that in mind with sending gold back and spending it. That's enough of kind of the small big changes, the big small changes. So I'm going to go on to the roguelike aspects that have been added, because that's kind of the big thing in the game, is going to be, you know, the replayability of each run. The biggest thing I think is going to be in this game is the skill tree. So there's now a skill tree that you'll be given at the start of each run, basically, and it'll be filled with skills, of course, you can unlock. You know what I mean? But the skills will be randomly placed, randomly linked, and you won't know what they are until you unlock it. So you're kind of just going to be gambling and hoping you get something you want. I'm sure that's going to change in the future, but as for now, that's just how it's going to work. The skills increase in rarity the further down the skill tree you go, so the more you invest into a branch, the more chance that the skill will be a better one or a rarer one. And right now the rarity is just determined by me, by like how good the skill can be. But the rarity is definitely helping me balance them, so I can make some better skills but make them pop up less. So I don't have to worry about making a skill too powerful, as long as I put it in a higher rarity tier. These skills are unlocked with 1 skill point in the beginning, so you need to level up, which means you need to farm or kill enemies in the levels to unlock your skills. And once the skills are unlocked, you can upgrade their mastery, is what I'm going to call them, with your gold that you get from the monsters also, and crates and other means later. But you can upgrade the mastery after. A very simple example of upgrading the mastery of a skill would maybe when you upgrade it, the cooldown would decrease, so you can use the skill faster. So you put 5 gold into it, and now it's 2 seconds to cool down. You put another 5 gold in, now it's 1 second to cool down. When you upgrade a mastery, it will affect the skill differently depending on the skill. So here's some skills that I have in right now. I'm not going to name all of them, but I'll go ahead and name off a few. So the primary skill that you will start with is called Laser Shot. For now, of course. Everything is just, I'm just making up random names for now until I come up with the proper names. But I'm calling it Laser Shot, and it's just the most common skill you'll have. So basically with Laser Shot, you get to shoot a laser. It has a, I think, 1 second warm-up time and about a 2 second cooldown. And of course it has a lifetime too, so the laser only travels so fast and so far. And you do not have to unlock that. That's at the top of your skill tree. That comes with a few skills you can unlock. It'll come with the Laser Shot cooldown, which will upgrade the cooldown, of course. You unlock it with 1 skill point, and it will decrease the cooldown for Laser Shot, and upgrading the mastery will decrease the cooldown incrementally. There's also one for the warm-up to speed up the warm-up. So that's for the laser. There's also things you can get for your ship, such as increasing your thruster, booster, or stabilizer charges, because those are all limited, and when you use them, you need to wait for them to recharge. So this will give you more max charges. And of course there's a gold vacuum. I think that's a cool skill, where you can activate it and it'll suck in all the gold in a radius. And of course, you know, you could upgrade that later maybe, where it'll increase the radius of it, or increase the force, or the duration or cooldown. See, I'm not sure where this is going yet. There's a lot I can do with it, which is nice. So with the skill tree, that is only going to be popping up in between levels, because I don't want the player opening up the skill tree every 5 seconds upgrading their skills. It may be something that changes, and it's definitely going to be something you can open up during the run, but it's not going to be something you can upgrade until you're in the in-between area, between levels. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be in between every level, or if it's going to be every few levels, or if it's going to be something you find in the level. But the skill tree, as of right now, only pops up in between levels. So that's a lot of information about the skills and skill trees, and I'm sure I've left out some, but more information is going to be coming out with the devlogs, and when the beta comes out and the Steam store page and everything, hopefully just playing will make more sense than me having to do English. What I'm working on right now, so I'll go into the future a little bit, there's going to be a lot more skills. So I'm aiming to have at minimum 80 skills, which is not that many for a roguelike, like 80 items basically. That's what I'm working towards right now, and of course I'm going to add more later, but I'm going to aim for 80 because I need a number to aim towards. So what I'm currently working on right now that I'm kind of excited for is what I usually call meta shops. I don't know what they're really called in roguelikes, but that's what I call them. And it's basically a shop in a roguelike that will make you stronger the longer you play. So it increases your, I don't know, your stats, your abilities, whatever, per run. In this game, you have a choice to send back a % of your gold in between floors. After the skill tree, you will be given that option. I like this because it kind of gives you an option to either send your gold back and save it for the meta shop, or keep it and upgrade your skills. It's kind of a choice you have to make. Then when you die and you do go back to the home base, you can interact with the shopkeepers there, upgrade a lot of things that'll help you in your runs. And what I'm thinking is skill tree size. You could buy skills that you can find in runs, unlock new ones, upgrade your health. Of course, like a different starting skill maybe, so I was thinking rockets, or I'm just rambling at this point, but these videos, these devlog videos, they're pretty hard to make, and they require a lot of motivation from me, so I hope to make another devlog soon, but I can't make any promises. But thanks for watching.